Do you throw it out on the curb? Do you put it in a bag so the garbage or trash people can take it away and put it in a landfill? No, you really want to be organic and environmentally responsible and compost it to bring nutrients back into your own yard and also to help amend your soil. It's good for soil structure and soil texture. And 50 to 75% of yard waste goes into landfills, believe it or not. And landfills are now a third full of yard waste that you could bring back into your yard and compost. Basic ingredients are very simple. Nitrogen, which is a green or wet material that you get from grass clippings and kitchen waste, such as vegetable scraps, coffee grinds, even the filters, tea bags, stuff like that. And you can use a little bin like this, or a simple plastic container with a lid on it to store your scraps until you can take it out into your pile. Second ingredient is carbon, and that's one of the most important ingredients because that makes up 2/3 of the compost pile. Those includes dry materials such as leaves, and there's abundance of leaves in the fall. So it's a great time to collect that material. You're not probably going to be able to put all of those leaves into your compost pile at one time, so you might want to just do a second pile of leaves and compost them separately, so as you're turning your pile and reducing and you're adding more green ingredients, you can take those dry ingredients which you don't have maybe in the spring or summer to add. To start a pile, it's basically, you could do just the pile itself, or you could create a bin that should be 3 by 3 by 3, and you could use old wood and fencing, or you could get something like this, which are pre-made plastic bins. They also have tumblers. There's such a big variety. It's pretty much up to you how you want to do it. If you think your pile's unsightly, you might want to go with something like that so it kind of hides it. And then basically you just start layering your materials, and it should be a 2-to-1 ratio of the brown carbon ingredient to the green wet ingredient. So to start your pile, you want to sort of put twigs and stuff on the bare ground because it will help aerate the pile as you go. And you just start layering your brown and your green, and add some water in between that because you want to have some moisture in your pile, which is the third ingredient of the compost pile. And you want to make sure that your pile is wet but not soaked, because if you have too much water in the compost pile, it'll start to rot and might have a foul smell. So if that happens, you need to add more brown ingredients. The final thing you need to have is aeration in the pile. So every 2 weeks or so, you want to, with a pitchfork, just turn that pile over and keep turning it. And as you're adding your green ingredients, such as your kitchen scraps, you want to dig a hole into the middle of the pile and bury the